the daylight is finally breaking over Maidan Square, and I think a lot of Ukrainians, if they weren't awake already, they are now, because we've heard more explosions just in the last few minutes. There was quite a large bang coming from it's hard to tell exactly where it was coming from, but from the northeast, we think. We don't know what that was, whether or not that was a rocket or a missile, or indeed it may have been Ukraine's own defences. But we're gradually hearing more of these. Here in the city centre, things are pretty calm, really. There has been nothing like no air raid sirens or no warnings from authorities for people to take cover. But the opportunities are here. There's a very deep subway system just behind me that can accommodate hundreds of people at a time. And so the city is well equipped to deal with an attack if it comes. We've already heard reports that there have been various strikes in and around the Kyiv area, and that would align with the explosions that we've heard. But certainly no sort of indiscriminate bombing here in the city. It's relatively calm, and I think people are now making their plans. Do they try to shelter in place, or do they try to get out of the city?
Nick, Philip Williams here. Look, there are reports of shelling or of explosions in the port city of Odessa, the Black Sea. What would a full-scale sort of assault on that city tell us about Russian ambitions?
Well, taking Odessa would tell us that Russia is trying to strategically take the southern region of Ukraine and expand its access to the Black Sea. And we're hearing more reports of shelling in the Odessa area. It also tells us it's certainly not, confined to the east of the country. This is not just about the Donbass region. Vladimir Putin is launching a much larger military operation. Whether or not it is a complete attempted invasion of this country, or whether he's currently just striking some strategic targets, we won't know for some time. But this is going essentially according to the script that the United States forecast. I remember about 5 days ago, Antony Blinken stood up and he outlined the way that he thought it would happen. He said it would start with a large cyber attack, and we saw a very large cyber attack here in Ukraine overnight. Some of the banks went down, the government institutions went down. The US said that after that we would see rockets and missiles used to attack strategic targets. And then once major institutions were taken out, the US said that we would see troops and tanks entering Ukraine, including coming here for the capital, Kyiv. Now, a lot of people we spoke to in the last couple of days really didn't think that Kyiv would be attacked, but I think it's fair to say that as time's gone on, people have started to shift their view, and people have started to make preparations for what might be coming.
And Nick also reports in the city of Kharkiv, which is very close to the Russian border, only about 60 kilometres, and a population of 60% or so Russian speakers, reports also of explosions near there.
That's right. And Kharkiv is so close to the Russian border that the ability of Russian troops to reach that area is much greater. So there is a huge mass of troops in Belarus too. We saw about 2 or 3 days ago the military drills that were supposed to wind up on Sunday. They didn't wind up. They were extended, and Russian troops remained in Belarus. Well, that was a clear warning sign that something was afoot, and that does give Vladimir Putin and the Russian army the ability to reach Kyiv much more easily, using Belarus as a staging point. So we don't have reports yet about any large-scale troop deployment over the border, but certainly the explosions that we've heard here and the explosions you're talking about in Kharkiv and also Odessa suggest that it is starting with missiles, but troops might follow.